Carts that roll on their own.
What the f? No, that's so crazy.
Mannequins that seem alive, voices whispering from empty aisles. These aren't stories. They're real moments caught on camera inside the places you visit every week.
It may seem like your typical supermarket, but this store could be the site of something more supernatural.
Welcome to Walmart's hidden side.
I don't really know what's been happening lately, but what the oh my ah!
Shoppers at a grocery store in Florida came across a creepy lady who made everyone uneasy. One of her pupils seemed to pop up. It was not just about how she looked, but how she behaved. She was behaving strangely, looking angry, and talking to an unseen force.
Go, I'm not even in the mood today. Get away.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Go.
No one knows who she was or why she acted that way. Security guards managed to make her leave the store, but the moment stayed with everyone. It felt like she brought a strange presence with her, one that no one could explain.
Hey, go on here with all that. Go on over there with all that.
Supermarket Phantom.
Eso negro que se ve ahí.
A supermarket security guard working the night shift thought it would be another quiet night, but everything changed when he suddenly heard footsteps around him, even though he knew he was completely alone. After a while, he spotted what looked like someone standing at the end of an aisle. The store was locked, no staff were inside, and no one could have entered at that hour. That brief appearance made one thing clear. Something else was moving in the supermarket that night. Something unseen, but definitely there.
Es una persona, claro está que miren. Miren.
Moving cart mystery. The security camera behind the supermarket recorded something no one could explain. In the footage, a cart suddenly began moving on its own, rolling several feet without a single person nearby. There was no wind, no one pushing it, and no reason for it to move at all. It looked as if a mischievous ghost was at play, interacting with the objects just to make its presence known. After seeing the recording, the staff became uneasy. Many now avoid going to the back area alone, especially at night, thinking that something unseen may be wandering around back there. OXXO sighting. If you're planning to visit an Costco, you might want to watch this first. The incident all happened at 3 a.m. when the girl recorded a small baby suddenly appearing from behind a pillar, but the moment he looked again, the baby vanished instantly. At first, she thought she was just tired, but the clear footage showed that it was the spirit of a baby. This was proof that in the OXXO store, some buyers never leave, even after they're long gone. Store influence. A grocery store's surveillance camera captured a moment that still scares people today. Around the 2:10 mark, a woman suddenly began moving in a strange, twisted way, almost like an invisible force had grabbed her. Some viewers think it was a rare medical episode, but many who watched the footage believe it showed a real demonic possession unfolding in front of the camera. Whatever it was, the clip remains one of the most disturbing moments ever recorded inside a store. Angry ghost. A strange event happened in a hospital in Bandung that left everyone shocked. One of the glass doors suddenly broke. The security team checked the CCTV cameras and saw that no one was around when it happened. The door shut on its own with great force and shattered completely. There was no wind, and the other part of the door didn't move at all. Maybe an angry, ghostly entity was behind this all. The incident left the staff spooked, and everyone passing that door felt a chilling sense of the unseen. Possessed shopper. A routine shopping trip turned chilling when CCTV captured a strange incident. A man was picking juices when he opened the fridge door. His body suddenly stiffened, and his voice changed, as if possessed. He sat on the ground and in the fridge's reflection, a blurry figure appeared to leave his body and walk away. Moments later, items nearby fell to the floor. It looked like something unseen had taken control of him. A ghostly figure might have been chasing him all along. Or maybe our stores aren't waiting for customers. They're waiting for prey. Customer strange behavior. A store owner in New York faced something that still haunts his nightmare. A customer entered his shop and started acting strangely. The moment he walked in suddenly, he began tearing the place apart. He threw items, knocked shelves over, and then smashed every door, window, and glass panel he could reach. He didn't leave a single thing untouched. What made it even stranger was that this man did not argue with the owner. No fight, no warning, nothing. The meltdown came out of nowhere, as if something dark inside him had taken control and used his body to cause pure destruction. Dark figure. The staff at a convenience store were live streaming their dance after finishing a night shift. While they were enjoying themselves, the CCTV later showed something strange. In the background, a creepy figure in a dark robe appeared, peeking at them. There were no customers in the store at the time, as the staff later confirmed. It was closed. The creepy incident made the store famous for being haunted, and no one dared to work there again. The fear was so strong that the store had to change its location before anyone returned. Floating store items. You won't believe what a store manager in Whitstable, England caught on CCTV. A man was browsing the aisles like any normal customer, but then the products behind him started floating off the shelves. They lifted and hovered as if an invisible shopper was moving them around, inspecting each item. The man didn't react at all, completely unaware of the strange activity happening right behind him. Watching the footage, it felt like the store had a hidden presence quietly checking out the shelves. Was it a simple camera glitch, or was something truly unseen controlling the items? Supernatural cart move. In a supermarket, everything seemed normal, until a bizarre moment caught everyone off guard. A man was shopping when his cart started rolling toward a girl. Instead of stepping aside, she waved her hand, and the cart suddenly moved away without her touching it. The man froze, clearly confused, before quietly moving on, still trying to process what he had just witnessed. Maybe she had supernatural powers, or maybe she wasn't entirely human. Stroller mystery. A creepy incident inside a closed shopping mall has the internet buzzing. Late at night, a surveillance camera recorded a children's stroller slowly beginning to move on its own. It rolled around for around an hour speedily, as if someone invisible was pushing it. The mall was fully locked at the time, and staff later confirmed no one was inside. With no logical explanation, many believe this was a paranormal encounter. A lingering spirit, possibly a child's, was wandering the mall, or perhaps a stronger entity was showing its presence through the stroller. Either way, the footage remains deeply unsettling. Haunted shopping cart.
What the No, that's a crazy. Oh,
right now.
I'm good.
A strange moment was reported outside a Walmart in Texas, and people still talk about it. A couple who came to buy groceries heard a weird sound outside the store. As they went out, there was nothing unusual, but suddenly, the cart they had left near the entrance started moving on its own.
That's not right.
At first, they thought it was a prank by someone nearby, but when they dragged the cart back and stepped away, it started moving again after a few seconds. That was the moment they understood the place was haunted, and something unseen was making its presence known.
So, I don't know, it was kind of like a scream. Maybe
Babe?
an older gentleman.
Haunted target symbol.
I've done a lot of abandoned malls, but this is one of my favorites.
An abandoned mall should be silent and lifeless, but this one wasn't. When a paranormal investigator stepped inside, he immediately sensed something off. At the far end of the empty hall, the giant Target symbol, disconnected for years, suddenly glowed bright red. There was no power, no generators, no workers, yet the symbol glowing like it was waking up. The glowing emblem felt almost intentional, as if something inside the mall wanted to be seen. Whatever force illuminated that sign in a powerless building remains a mystery, one that hints the mall isn't abandoned at all.
Lurking in the back is a target that's fully active with the sign.
Floating man. A person shopping took a wild turn at a Walmart store in the United States. A man floats completely flat in the air right behind him. The strange part was that he was defying gravity. Surprisingly, other shoppers and store workers didn't seem to notice this incredible event. Some say it could have been a clever trick with hidden wires or a camera angle, but others wonder if the man might have had actual superpowers. Maybe there are people among us with secret abilities, only revealing them in unexpected moments. Walmart incident.
This is where, if you don't listen to me, you go to jail.
A shocking scene was recorded inside a Walmart in the United States in 2021. A man tried to steal an item.
What's up, man? How you doing? Hey, check this out. Look at me real quick.
And when the salesperson stopped him, he suddenly fell to the floor. His voice changed instantly. It became deep, rough, and completely demonic, as if he were possessed. Even while lying on the ground, he kept shouting strange words, telling the staff to say my name.
Stupid, call the name. We're gonna roll him over. Say the name.
Almost challenging them with a dark tone. 9/11 came and arrested him. At first, it looked like he was pretending to avoid trouble with the police by playing a trick, but his non-stop demonic voice and the frightening way he spoke made it clear something else was happening. Officers took him to the station, unsure if they were dealing with a criminal or a possessed man.
If you need mental health counseling, some kind of therapy, you need to go get it, man.
Mall encounter. This mall story is one of those cases people still whisper about. Two guards were checking the halls when they suddenly felt someone walking behind them. There it was. A giant statue was coming down the stairs as if it were alive. It looked exactly like the Rolling Giant, the main monster from the YouTube horror series The Oldest View. They managed to escape the first time, but things didn't stay safe for long. The creature was later seen peeking at them from the upper floor. Moments later, both guards were forced to break off the chase. No one knows how they survived. But after this, no one dares to enter the mall at night. Unseen interference. A store's CCTV captured a disturbing moment during a late-night shift. A staff member was stacking shelves as usual when suddenly the trolley beside him moved on its own, as if pushed by an invisible hand. He looked at it, but brushed it off. Just a second later, a packet fell from the shelf. When he placed it back, another one dropped, then another, each falling one after the other. It became obvious something unseen was standing right there, interfering with his work. That's when he finally understood and ran out of the aisle in fear. The ghost clearly didn't want him working in that spot, and it made sure he got the message. Mysterious figure.
There's some alarms going off down here, so I gotta unfortunately check it out.
One night, a security guard went to check the area behind the shoe store. This part of the mall was the oldest and coldest section, known for strange activity. Suddenly, a stack of boxes crashed to the floor on its own.
What the? Oh my...
While trying to unlock a door, his camera captured a dark figure of a small boy.
And lately, but... What the? Oh my... Ah!
The guard ran back immediately. He returned the next night and left the door propped open. Within seconds, loud noises echoed and every door locked from the inside. The same dark boy appeared again, and the guard ran as the video cut off. Later, the staff said the figure looked like someone who had passed away on the mall escalators years ago. His spirit still haunts the area. Subway movement. A security camera at a subway station recorded a strange moment near the turnstiles. The metal gate suddenly began swinging back and forth on its own, moving as if an invisible hand was pushing it. Yet the footage clearly showed that no one was anywhere near it. It could have been a simple mechanical glitch. However, the smooth and steady movement suggests a ghost or spirit was passing through. You'd better avoid empty stations at night. You never know what's using the gates after hours. Toy shop. A security camera caught something strange inside a toy shop late at night. A stuffed monkey suddenly stood upright, staring straight at the camera for a few tense seconds, as if it knew it was being watched. Then, just as quickly, it slumped back into its normal position, acting like nothing happened. Was the toy briefly possessed, or was something hiding inside it? Maybe the toys we take home aren't always as cute as they seem, and might carry an evil spirit. Church door. While leaving church after prayer, a man captured a strange event on camera. The church door suddenly started shaking violently, as if an invisible force was pushing with all its strength. There was no wind, no one around, nothing to explain it. Frightened, he quickly turned away before seeing what happened next. Locals say the church is haunted at night because a parishioner ended his life there. Many believe his restless spirit still roams the building, scaring anyone who comes near after dark. Cursed mannequin. A man was passing through a department store late at night and noticed the lights were all on, even though the store was closed. Suddenly, a mannequin's face moved, turning slowly to look straight at him, as if it were giving a warning to stay away. The movement was so unnatural that it seemed like the mannequin was possessed by a spirit. After that night, he would never look at mannequins the same way again. Rolling cart. In 2019, a chicken noodle cart in East Java, Indonesia, shocked everyone when it suddenly started moving on its own. The incident took place outside Rusunawa on Jalan Manis Raya. CCTV footage showed the cart rolling for 50 meters, dodging bumps and even small ditches, as if guided by an unseen force. The owner wasn't there and had no explanation. To this day, people haven't figured out why it happened. The mysterious event only made the noodle stall more famous, drawing curious visitors hoping to see the haunted cart in action. Living mannequin.
It looked like somebody dead and bombed. Look at his hand.
A woman was shopping in a popular clothing store in Paris, France. She noticed a mannequin in the display that caught her attention. At first, she thought it was just a regular figure, but something felt off. The skin tone, the way the clothes fell, and the expression in its eyes looked so lifelike that it seemed like a real person was standing there, pretending to be a mannequin. It might have been a very high-quality, realistic figure designed to show off the clothes in the best way possible. Still, for anyone walking by, it was an uncanny sight that left her doing a double take.
If anybody have this guy missing, please.
Brompton store disturbance.
They seem like your typical supermarket, but this store could be the site of something more supernatural.
This supermarket in Brompton looks normal from the outside, but the workers say it has a mind of its own. The new owner didn't believe the stories at first, until the strange activity began. One night, after the store was completely cleaned and locked up, a packet of roll-ups suddenly flew out from a different aisle and landed on the floor. The CCTV made it even stranger. The cameras showed no movement for 15 minutes. Then, out of nowhere, the packet moved across the aisle as if it was thrown by an invisible hand. Even weirder, some cameras kept recording all night for no reason, even though the alarm was on. With items launching themselves from 6 meters away, it's hard not to wonder if Brompton's store has a visitor no one can see.
This packet of roll-ups, which are meant to be in the next aisle, at the back of the aisle, has flung out of the pasta and just landed on the floor.
Overnight shelf chaos. One morning, when the staff unlocked the store, they were shocked to see the destruction inside. Snacks were all over the floor, shelves were a mess, and it looked like someone had broken in overnight. But when they checked the CCTV, everything took a much darker turn. The footage showed the items falling down on their own, one after another, with no one anywhere near them. Even a shopping cart moved across the aisle as if someone invisible was pushing it. What looked like a robbery at first started to feel more like a ghostly invasion, the kind that makes you wonder what really walks through the store after closing time. Poltergeist in store.
Para que viniera a ver esto que está pasando, ¿no me cree?
Another chilling paranormal incident was reported inside a store in Mexico. Employees first noticed several snack packets mysteriously scattered across the floor. Thinking it was just a customer's mistake, they went to clean up until things got much stranger. Suddenly, the fridge doors began opening and closing on their own, one after another, as if something unseen was moving through the store. For a few minutes, the activity continued non-stop. It looked like a poltergeist was at play, the entities famous for moving objects, creating chaos, and making their presence felt in physical ways. Unseen voices. A security guard working at a mall came across a strange moment that he never forgot. He heard weird noises coming from a stockroom inside a store. When he walked closer, there was no one inside, and one of the dolls was moving back and forth. But as soon as the guard flashed his torch, the movement stopped. The space was still filled with unrecognized voices coming from the dark corners, as if many beings were talking at once. The stockroom seemed to be a hub for these mysterious presences. Whatever was inside remained unseen, but the guard knew one thing. The store was hiding secrets that not even cameras could fully capture. Strange figure sighting. While reviewing security footage of a suspected shoplifter, the staff noticed something completely unusual. A strange shape suddenly appeared right next to the man's leg, then vanished. The suspect continued casually browsing clothing, unaware of anything happening beside him. The brief, unexplained appearance of the shape left everyone terrified. So far, no one has been able to explain what exactly was captured in that men's department. What do you think it was? Share your thoughts. Masked snatcher. A CCTV camera inside a small store in South Brisbane captured a shocking moment. A man wearing a clown mask suddenly ran in, moving fast and reaching over the counter to grab some items. He didn't stay long. He ran out almost immediately after taking things from the cashier. For a few seconds, the store staff were shocked and didn't know what had just happened. Sometimes people wearing clown masks aren't there to make anyone laugh. They're there just to scare. Talk with invisible entity. People usually expect security guards to deal with thieves or late-night customers, but not this. During a quiet night shift, a supermarket guard was seen on CCTV speaking politely and giving directions, yet the hallway in front of him was completely empty. When asked later, the guard insisted he was helping an elderly woman who approached him and asked for guidance, but there was no woman on the footage, not even a shadow. Once the video spread online, many viewers offered a chilling explanation. The guard may have been approached by a witch-like entity that tried to lure him somewhere dark. Thankfully, whatever the presence was, it left without taking him along. Glowing presence. CCTV footage from a Miami mall is spreading online for all the wrong reasons. In the middle of the night, a glowing ball of light suddenly appeared above the walkway. As the light grew brighter, the shape of an alien face slowly formed inside it. It looked exactly like a portal was about to open right there in the mall, but it stopped halfway. Maybe it opened in a crowded area. The strange light faded, but the recording didn't lie. The secret is out now, outwardly being tried to enter our world, and the camera caught it before it could fully appear. Shadow event. It seemed like Miami Mall won't step back with its surprises. In 2024, a simple New Year's Day chaos turned into something much stranger when people claimed they saw tall, shadow-like aliens near the Bayside entrance. Official reports said teens were fighting and setting off fireworks, but witnesses kept repeating the same thing. They saw figures around 8 to 10 feet tall standing in the smoke. The place was later boarded up, and a massive police response only added more fear to the story. It seemed like Miami Mall was slowly turning into a hotspot for UFO fans. Maybe this whole mess was just the start of something bigger, moving in quietly. Street chaos. A group of joggers set off a surprising chain reaction on the streets of Brazil, and a CCTV camera luckily caught it. They were doing CrossFit running past an outdoor restaurant. Their sudden pace caused nearby diners and pedestrians to panic, thinking something spooky was happening. In seconds, the street was filled with chaos as everyone scattered in different directions. The unexpected scene turned a normal morning into confusion and fear. It was a simple workout that unintentionally sparked mass panic, showing how quickly people can react when they misread a moment. Factory moment. A CCTV camera inside a factory recorded a frightening moment when a large robot suddenly went out of control. A worker was standing near the machine when its long arms started chasing him. Even though the robot was hung up and couldn't reach him, it still tried hard to hit him. The worker had to jump back to avoid the malfunctioning machine. Well, even the machines we trust could turn against us without warning. Silent visitor. People online started talking about strange CCTV footage captured outside a quiet office block. The video showed a tall man in a black suit. His walk was too focused, almost like he was following strict orders. Viewers noticed he never looked around, paused, or reacted to anyone nearby. Nitizen believes the man was one of the men in black, entering the building for a secret mission that no one was supposed to witness. Who knows what secret mission he was carrying out? Perhaps retrieving hidden information or monitoring something that only the government should know. Office Poltergeist. The Manchester office poltergeist clip shocked the internet after CCTV captured chairs sliding across the floor, even computer screens flickering on, and cabinet drawers opening on their own. Security staff insisted the building was completely empty that night, making the footage even more unsettling. Some investigators claimed it was staged, chairs pulled with wires, papers popping out like tricks, and screens flickering like a video edit. But others weren't convinced, saying the movements were too precise to be fake, and some unseen forces were really at work. What is your take on it? Comment down. Hallway visitor. A night guard was patrolling the floor alone when he claimed he saw an old lady standing near the hallway. The CCTV footage showed the guard waving into the dark as if greeting someone no one else could see. He walked over and opened the door for what he described as a lost old lady, then waited beside the elevator while talking to her. But the camera showed only him, standing and speaking in the air. Moments later, he received a call informing him he was the only person on that floor. The realization hit him so hard that he ran out of the building in panic. It looked like he had encountered some evil spirit or witch that night. Well, he was lucky to escape not having the same destiny. Paris stranger.
Ah, mais y'a Michael Jackson!
Non, non, il est mort, lui. Non,
Mais non, regarde, mais c'est lui, viens.
A couple was filming themselves during a late-night walk on a street in Paris. Suddenly, they spotted a man who looked exactly like the famous singer, Michael Jackson. The man was surrounded by bodyguards. As soon as they noticed the couple watching, they lunged at them, and the video abruptly cut off. It's possible the man was simply a lookalike, and the bodyguards were protecting another celebrity. But the sudden, aggressive reaction made some viewers wonder if Michael Jackson had faked his own demise. Could it be that some of the world's most famous people secretly start new lives to escape the spotlight? Strange wanderer. This scary paranormal clip, posted by an anonymous user, was captured on a CCTV camera in Mexico. The camera was set outside a Costco store, watching the parking lot and the street nearby. Suddenly, a white figure appeared on the empty street. It moved in a straight line, almost like it knew exactly where it was going before it walked out of view. It was the spirit of the graveyard as the store was built near it. This shows some spirits never rest, and they may appear when you least expect it. Mall giants. Police officers rushed to Miami Mall when sudden chaos broke out. People ran out of the building screaming, as if they had seen something no human should ever witness. In the middle of the panic, a blurry clip surfaced online showing 3 unusually tall, dark humanoid figures walking together. Their height was unusually tall. No one has been able to identify them, and no clear footage has captured them again. Whatever walked through that mall remains a mystery. Some say they were black-clad giants. Others believe they were otherworldly beings.
Bro, everyone's going this way.
It's time for today's open discussion. In Sana'a, Yemen, a store owner was running his shop at 2 a.m. with the holy recitation playing softly in the background. Suddenly, a woman in a black robe appeared, claiming to be an angel. Luckily, the CCTV captured the entire scene. But when the owner looked down, he saw that her feet were shaped like horse hooves, not human feet. He believed she was a jinn, held back only because the holy verses were playing. Was it an angel or a jinn? You decide. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.